Before we answer the question sa title, tingnan muna natin yung naging laban. NLEX went up versus San Miguel Beermen na number 1 sa conference. Katulad nung sinabi ko sa preview, gagamitin talaga si Ramirez sa larong ito. Pero for me, hindi pa rin makuha ng NLEX yung right formula. And yung SMB, after starting 0-2, 9 straight wins and using the Death 3 with CJ Perez and Rod De Bronjal, which ayan talaga yung perfect 5 right now for SMB as a starters. Makikita agad natin yung importance ni Bronjal. After ng mintes ni CJ Perez, yung kanyang effort sa second chance opportunities is superb and ayun na nga, first 2 points para sa SMB. Back to back na ganyan yung nangyari for the Beermen. Tsaka okay si Rodney maging 4 kasi meron din siyang outside and he is playing the old role of Arwin Santos. Tapos si Chris Ross yung nagfi-feel nung kay Alex Cabagnot and si Perez naman yung old Chris Ross. Parang ganung formula pa rin eh. Sabi nga nila, if it broke, don't fix it. Successful pa rin si Coach Leo with that. And after that, swak talaga si Jericho Cruz maging 6-man role. Kasi yung type of game niya is parang Jamal Crawford yung impact. Will get in, create, score points, provide energy, tsaka may green light dahil siya yung first off the bench. And may katimbang din naman siya with Don Trollano. Walang masyadong off-season moves yung SMB pero mas lumalim tingnan because of the right mix. In the second quarter, Robert Bolick has been amazing para sa NLEX. Drive to the basket for 2 points. Pero may sagot din si CJ Perez. Grabe na kami yung bangga ng dalawang to from NCAA to farm team battles to contending teams. Pero mismatch talaga with Junmar Fajardo, especially kapag nasa paint na. And sino yung initial defender ng NLEX? Sydney Onwabere. How in the world can they stop him? Dito sa next possession, sa talent na meron yung SMB, parang mag-hesitate ka rin talaga na mag-double kasi yung mga first touches ni Junmar is willing passer ito. Kaya hirap din talaga makover ng NLEX once na mabigyan. Pero grabe yung puso ni Robert Bolick. Lamang pa rin yung NLEX at the half because of him. In the third quarter, biglang uminit si Don Trollano, bucket after bucket, hitting 3-point shots inside the paint, and kahit sa transition, siya rin yung nauuna. So sobrang init ni Don, hindi na alam ni JV if mag-help siya kay Junmar. Kaya ayun, another paint basket para sa MVP. Nawawala na ng pag-asa yung NLEX kasi si Trollano tumirada na naman. Pero NLEX, when you need a basket, you have a guy named Robert Bolick attacking the basket tapos meron pang range sa 4-point line, trimming the lead of SMB para magkaroon man lang sila ng chance sa huling laban. Pero sa endgame, SMB is too much. Junmar is too much. A lot of rookie mistake rin for LJ Gonzalez sa dulo. That says a lot kung ano yung identity ng NLEX. Wala pa rin hanggang ngayon. Kahit they're just one big man away para maging solid team talaga. Kundi lang talaga sila kinukunan ng TNT. What's next for NLEX? Going to that decision sa endgame, I think it was a bad idea putting in a player na bago pa lang. Yes, magaling si LJ, solid, high upside. Pero kasi wala siya sa lahat ng preparation nyo all conference. Wala siya sa off-season workouts nyo. The chemistry is not there. Kaya nga may mga miscue and putting him in the clutch just to justify na he is talented is kinda mistake. For me lang ha. Hindi ko sinasabing hindi magaling si LJ. It's just yung moment kasi, yung needs, yung situation ng game, a must win. Should have trusted the guys na alam yung isa't isa during the practice. Marami pa namang chance for LJ pero they needed this game and naging malaking impact yung decision na yun. Ang sunod for them is Commissioner's Cup na. Like I said, alamin na nila yung formula na para sa kanila. Hindi yung experimental pa rin kahit playoffs. Nakakaawa lang panoorin si Bolick. Pero yung next conference is they can get a good center to partner with him. They also need to clarify the roles kasi ang dami nilang talented guards and lahat nagsisiksikan. Robert Bolick just need a good backup then an emergency third stringer. Tsaka he needs a backcourt na merong solid outside shot. Kaso ang meron sila is mga same type of breeds din. Kaya sana if si Cyrus Torres na talaga yung starter is siya na. Kaso yung volume niya is hindi naman threat or sabihin nating wala. Kagabi, 1 attempt lang sa labas. So, how can they spread the floor for Robert Bolick. Then, i-play out nila yung slash backcourt with Gonzalez and Alas off the bench. And they need to have a rec forward. Kagabi nag-try pa sila ng 3-guard combo na palyado na nga yung ganun eh. Meron naman silang Moko na prototype small forward. Then, i-back up nila si Dominic Fajardo, si Roger, and nandiyan pa ba sa kanila si Anthony Semerad. Make Policarpio a regular 4. So, share sila ni Bajío kung import-laden conference naman. And, yung mga bigs nila is reliever na ng import. For me lang talaga is, napapansin ko lang sa NLEX after watching this conference is yung right mix ng players nila at yung continuity. So, ayun, may import naman. Siguro, ang next muna nilang i-target is a legit shooting guard. And kung ayaw nilang mag-trust kay Mocon bilang small forward, they need to find another guy para mag-fill nung slot na yan. And kayo ba, ano sa tingin nyo yung mga next steps na dapat gawin ng NLEX para makalip sa system man or sa trades? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below.